Thanks for watching Exclusive with Taghreed Hussein here on Nile TV International, while celebrating a story of success, 2 years of accomplishments at NEMC, the National Museum for Egyptian Civilization. We're really honored to have with us Professor Dr. Ahmed Ghonim, Executive Director of the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. Dr. Ghonim, thank you so much for joining us, and on behalf of Nile TV International, we are congratulating you on the story of success, 2 years and a couple of months of hard work on NEMC. It's a story of success that definitely markets Egypt globally to the whole world. If we're going to talk about a museum which is not only a museum, but it is actually more than a museum, as you always say it. It's unique, it's different. In what way? Let me know.
Yes, since our inception, and that was just to remind the people, it was on the 3rd of April 2021. So we're exactly 2 years and some few months in addition. And we had a challenge. The challenge was as following, is that we need to be different, we need to be unique, and we need to be, and that's our slogan, we're more than just a museum. The facilities we have here allow us to be this. In what sense? We have the state-of-the-art labs and restoration centers. So that's one arm. Adding to that, we have a number of facilities, including a theater, one Roman theater and another Norman theater, as well as cinema, as well as other facilities that can be used. So we decided with this vision to try to achieve the vision of we're more than just a museum. A museum normally deals with ancient antiquities, but we decided that there is a lot of heritage in Egypt and we need to get it out for the people, whether we're talking about foreigners or Egyptians. And we proceeded on that track. So we're all the time trying to have an educational role, a community role, a societal role, as well as a cultural role. And so far we succeeded. The main key of success, as I always say, given that God is supporting us, but the main asset of this place is the people working here. We don't work as if it is work, we're going to work. We're going to a second home. We deal with each other as a family, and the level of innovation and inventions is unprecedented in this place.
NEMC is more than a museum. It's actually a cultural hub today that hosts important cultural events and soft power events. All come here at this beautiful place to celebrate.
Again, let me tell you how it started. In order to keep a museum alive, it's very difficult, because normally when people visit a museum, they see the antiquities and that's it. Why should they visit a museum another time, unless something new opened? And this is difficult to achieve because opening a new hall costs a lot, whether in time or in money terms. So given the facilities, as I said, that we have, we decided to revive the heritage and have a number of events, whether this is musical, whether it is singing, whether it is art, whether it is different aspects of culture and related to the civilization. So we started by this way, and we created a number, or we had a number of concerts that took us to another level. And then came another level of cooperation where the embassies that are present in Egypt, the ambassadors started to approach me, showing their culture. So we decided we accept this, but it has to be a joint thing. We must, as well as showing the culture of the other country, show our culture and how the different cultures meet together. So we started a series of events with a number of embassies, musical, whether singing, whether showing movies related to the Egyptian culture. And that was another track. A third track was devoted to kids. So we care so much about kids, and we try to have some sort of audio, or what they call educational, mixed up with entertainment. So we have here Kemet, which is the first kids museum, and it deals with teaching the kids in a different way. They start by doing some exercise themselves and things related to antiquities and finding the antiquities, and then they go to see a movie, and then they go to see the theater, a show. Adding to that, we have different workshops for the kids and workshops for the adults. We as well launched a new initiative called Tabliyat Masr, which aims at preserving the Egyptian heritage when it comes to food. So again, and all those ideas are coming from within the museum, but we cooperate with whoever wants to cooperate with us just to show and preserve the heritage and civilization of Egypt.
Nemek today is actually attracting families to the place. Instead of going to a mall or visiting around, it's a place to see more of Egypt's treasures, Egypt's culture, and Egypt's history.
That's what we're trying to change. Normally people in the weekends, where they go to? They either go to a club and they get bored after a while, the kids play around, or they go to a mall where they keep going on around the mall, not necessarily shopping, but just as a place to go out. So providing what we provide here is an experience. So people with different ages can enjoy a little bit of culture and a little bit of entertainment. And that's what we're aiming in. Within this month, we should open, I won't say a shopping mall, but a different mall where it only sells the handicrafts of things related to Egypt. It's not a bazaar, but there are things devoted to the Egyptian culture. Adding to that, the different workshops we have provide the family, whether it's foreign or Egyptian, with different options to make use of during their stay. We also did something very unique, which we hosted a number of heritage from different governorates in Egypt. We had 6 events. So far we had Sharqiyya, we had Suhag, where during the day people come and show the different heritage, whether this is related to clothing, whether it's related to food, whether it's related to music. So most of us, even Egyptians, didn't visit such governorates. So bring in the governorates, and we announced that on our social media outlets.
Nemic's strategic location, being located at Fustat, is definitely an unparalleled and a very distinctive location.
Definitely, it is significant, especially that it has all the signs of being original. As maybe you can see outside, there is a dye house that goes back to the Fatimist era. And there are only 2 in the world, one in Morocco and one here. So we're definitely in a very historical place, and we try to reserve it. We modernize it. As you've seen, the architecture of this museum is very unique, but preserving the heritage and the culture, and I would say the atmosphere of history in this place.
Professor Ghunim, many special pieces are around here at Nemic. However, are there special pieces that are dear to your heart here?
Definitely, the most attractive issue is or are the mummies, and they are a point of attraction for anybody, not only Egyptian, because we always read about the history of those ancient Egyptians and those kings and queens, but we've never seen them. So that's number 1. Number 2, there are certain pieces that are really very close to my heart. For example, the first cupcake in the world. It is actually a piece of bread, more or less, and it is an ancient Egyptian one. Number 2, for example, one of the princesses in ancient Egypt lost its toe. So there is the piece that they put it in order to have her walk normally. That's very close to my heart as well. Number 3, the first watch in history, which is very advanced for this stage, and a watch for the daytime and watch for the nighttime. Adding to that, some of the combinations where you see the Coptic together with the Jewish. There is a corner that you can see Coptic, Jewish, and Islamic, and the mix between them. This gives us a very important statement to the whole world that Egypt is absorbing all the different cultures in one place, and that we are receptive and accepting all the different religions and different cultures in this place. So those are the most very unique pieces that I feel they are very close to my heart.
The museum receives dignitaries from around the world, not only from the Arab region, but from all over the world. Many celebrities, presidential visits, many impressions also after those visits, Professor. Would you kindly highlight some of those impressions?
It's always, I believe that this place is not only a museum. We're ambassadors of Egypt. We're using the soft power in order to make people happy and I would say have a strong tie with the rest of the world. So normally when we have VIPs coming, they have a tight schedule. A number of them exceed the time that they should stay here. A number of them write very encouraging words to us in the guest book. So this satisfies us that we are actually doing something good, not only for the museum, but for Egypt in general. I would tell you that over the last 2 years, we've met more than, I would say, 10 heads of states or kings and queens. Adding to that, several prime ministers, several senates, and it is becoming the place in Egypt to go to, whether for normal people or whether for VIPs. And that's something we're very fond of. When people ask me what is the most important or what is the most likely segment that comes to you, I would always say there is no special age group, there is no special social background, there is no special nationality when I talk about foreigners. All the different nationalities come to us, and that makes us very fond.
We're different, we're unique. Definitely, yes, it is a unique museum here in Egypt. And those were your words, that Nemek is unique, it's different. In what way will the celebration of 2 years of hard work come unique as well? Can you tell us some clues?
Yes, yet now I can announce it. On the 21st of June, there will be a very unique celebration where we're proud to have and honored to have Amira Slim, who sang during the Mummies Parade. She's a great Egyptian French soprano, and she's going to have a new collection of songs dedicated to this event. So we're happy to have her, and actually we started 2 days ago in collaboration with the organizer, selling the tickets via social media and things like that. So actually that is a very unique celebration, and we're happy to mix again ancient Egypt songs with new songs with different cultures in this celebration.
A flashback to the museum's celebration inaugural ceremony. It was a big surprise to the whole world. The ambience, the presidential presence, and the different dignitaries present and attending. Well, those are really precious memories, I guess. What messages do they send to the world?
As you rightly said, it is made all the people proud. I remember that day Egyptians felt so proud and felt so attached to Egypt. And what we're trying to do is to keep this image alive. We're trying to keep the standard as high as possible, and we're trying by this celebration after 2 years, it won't be the same, but at least reviving this memory in a different way.
The museum has a very important role, as we talked concerning being a cultural hub, also a societal role. How about its role in spreading archaeological awareness? How are we working on that?
We do this. We actually, among the things we've done is we have different workshops and what they call summer and winter schools for people, and we received a number of people who are interested in restoration, for example, to have a course here and to have a certificate from the museum that they received the training here, hands-on training and things like this. So we're actually as well advancing on our educational and awareness role by providing different products of activities that can suit the different tastes of different people, whether you're talking about restoration, whether you're talking about lectures on different aspects of archaeology, or whether you're talking about events related to heritage as well. So that's all what we're providing in one package, and as I said at the beginning, we're more than just a museum, and we're trying to prove this vision.
Professor Ghunim, if we are going to talk about future plans on your agenda.
Future plans are two. Number one is opening a new hall, and we're actually doing our best to open a new hall, and our idea is not necessarily a hall in a normal traditional way, but it will be usage of technology, using of virtual reality and other types of technology, hologram and things like that. But it costs a lot of money, so we're trying to find the finance. And number two is increasing the reach out of activities that we're doing to another level. So we have in the pipeline a number of projects that we're studying in order, again, to enhance the role as a cultural hub or as a scientific and educational hub.
NEMIC, like Nile TV International, are both ambassadors to the world, marketing Egypt globally. How are we collaborating with the media today in order to portray all this beauty and rich history present here at NEMIC?
I believe the media is actually collaborating with NEMIC in a very respected and thankful way. And again, we complement each other. We're both ambassadors of Egypt. To the extent that Egyptair, its new safety movie, was filmed in our main hall. So if you travel anywhere right now, you'll find that the safety movie that is always at the beginning of the journey is filmed in our main hall. So again, being an ambassador to Egypt, as you rightly said, requires the collaboration of other ambassadors. And without the media outlets, we can never be seen the right way. So you're helping us to promote Egypt, to promote tourism, to promote a good memory for all the people who visit Egypt.
Dr. Ahmed Ghunim, a message on your behalf to all our viewers watching us around the whole world to come and visit NEMIC here through Nile TV International. What would you say?
I would say that come to visit NEMIC. You will have in a short time all the different aspects of Egyptian civilization. Egypt is not, and we are proud that definitely Pharaonic era is a main point of attraction, but we have more than this. We have the Coptic, we have the Greek, we have the Roman, we have the Islamic, we have the contemporary. So come and enjoy the other spillover effects from the ancient Egypt with the culture and heritage that we're providing in this place.
Professor Dr. Ahmed Ghunaim, Executive Director of the National Museum for Egyptian Civilization, NEMIC, thank you so much for joining us here on Nile TV International.
Thank you so much. Pleasure having you.
That was exclusive with Taghreed Hussein from the National Museum for Egyptian Civilization, NEMIC, a story of success on Egyptian soil.